Megan, the occupants of the home, 33-year-old Jennifer Darger and 32-year-old Adam Darger, have been arrested for possession of a controlled substance, among several other things. Neighbors say at least 6 police cars showed up at the residence around 2:30 this afternoon, and during the arrest, police also searched a blue pickup truck parked outside the house. Neighbors say the house has been an in-home daycare for several years, and that the house has never been any cause for concern.
KDLT's Katie Blaze joins us live from the apartments with the details. Katie, what can you tell us?
Paul, after arriving on scene, Sioux Falls Fire Rescue detected high levels of carbon monoxide in the building, about 2,000 parts per million. But firefighters also got another reading that could have proved to be even more dangerous. Crews began to get explosive level readings of natural gas, and they requested more units and evacuated the building.
KDLT's Katie Blaze joins us live from the Instructional Planning Center, where tonight's school board meeting is just getting started. Katie?
Megan, the meeting here at the IPC is just getting underway, and it's a fairly good crowd of public school officials, parents, and teachers and students, all here to share their opinion on the school calendar. Now, the big issue here tonight is whether or not the school district should continue to start in mid-August or begin the school year after Labor Day. Tom and Megan, some medical professionals say kids are indulging in the use of the electronic device too much. Pediatricians say it's having an impact on children's health in the way they sleep, play, and how their brain processes things on the screen. I'm just down the road from the residence on 360th Avenue where the standoff occurred. Now, as you can see behind me, there is still some law enforcement on the scene. We are being blocked off from the house as the investigation is still underway. And now it's hard to believe that in just a few short days, the standoff has rocked the small town of Kimball, and some residents are shocked that a situation like this has happened.
Well, I'm sure everybody is concerned. You know, we are a small community of 750 people.
In his 27 years living in Kimball, Mayor Wayne Tupper says he's never seen a situation like this happen before.
This is something you think might happen down the road someplace else, not here in Kimball.
According to a local business owner, the trouble in Kimball began on Monday. Russ Ellers is the owner of Club Vega in town. He says Donald London was in his bar Monday night and caused a scene, threatening people inside the bar and others in the Kimball community.
He was threatening law officers. He knew them by name. He said if they walked in the bar, he would shoot them on sight.
While at the bar, Ellers says London also threatened to kill a Kimball school teacher. After throwing London out of the bar, Ellers notified law enforcement of what had happened. The bar owner says he wasn't shocked to hear about the standoff involving London just 2 days later.
Not a surprise that he did what he did, but I just wish it wouldn't have happened, I guess.
And many others in the Kimball community are feeling the same way. In the early hours of the standoff, Highway Patrol Sergeant John Koenig was shot and injured, allegedly by London.
That's a hard job to put that badge on every day and have a target on you, and you really feel for his family.
But through this difficult situation, the town of Kimball is finding a way to cope.
That's what we're about in a small community, is banding together and making sure things go right.
Once again, we are just down the road from the residence where the standoff occurred. The South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation has taken on the case as well, and they are working with law enforcement to try and piece together what exactly happened. Reporting live in Kimball, I'm Katie Blaze, KDLT News. For 22-year-old Tanya Ackerman, the first sound and sight of the day begins with her cell phone.
It's literally the first thing I see when I wake up in the day.
And even hours before this, when Tanya is settling in for the night, her phone is once again on her mind, affecting her sleep schedule.
If I know I'm texting someone and I'm like falling asleep at the same time, I'll definitely keep myself awake longer, expecting that text rather than going to sleep when I should.
For 22-year-old Paige Schaffrath, using a cell phone is an automatic move at bedtime.
I don't do it out of like wanting to actually know what information is out there. I just do it because you just click so easily on those buttons.
Sleep isn't the only thing affected by their cell phone use.
It's really hard sometimes to resist that urge to maybe look at that text while you're with people, you know.
I think that as a whole and as a generation, we overuse our phones to an extent where it's unhealthy.
Unhealthy in a number of ways.
I use it in the gym, I use it in the car, put it in my pocket. I have my phone in the bathroom.
After picking up germs from different places, Schaffrath then uses her phone while she cooks to look up recipes on Pinterest.
I haven't really ever thought about how dirty it probably is and how much I'm touching it and then touching my food.
As a registered nurse, Ackerman cleans up hospital tools on a daily basis. But when cleaning off her phone, the amount of dirt is much worse.
And you're just like, oh, that's disgusting.
But germs aren't the only thing people should be concerned about.
We know that when you tilt your head forward, it causes a disproportionate amount of pressure on your spine.
It's known as text neck, and it could be causing more harm than people think.
Pain in the neck, pain in the shoulder blades, or even something more serious like pain shooting into the arm, or maybe pinching of the nerves in the spine.
Spine specialist Chris Jansen says the head is a heavy structure weighing about 12 pounds. When texting or surfing the web on a phone, this 12 pounds can cause up to 60 pounds of pressure on the spine.
I feel like it's definitely not where you need it to be, like at eye level, how they say your computer should be.
And according to Jansen, Ackerman is exactly right.
So if you were planning on doing some texting, probably one of the easiest things that you can do is hold your phone up higher so your neck doesn't have to flex forward as much.
Using other features on your phone can also prove to be useful.
Voice to text can be helpful because you're not spending so much time looking down and typing.
Time is a big issue in the world of cell phones, but to keep ourselves healthy, the best thing to do may be to power off and step away from the screen. Reporting for KDLT News in Sioux Falls, I'm Katie Blaze.